ahead a couple of minutes. We're going to wait for everybody to get on. Good morning. Come in, come in. We're going to get started in just a minute. I hope everybody had a great week. Good morning, good morning. I know it's Monday, but let's let's get going. So like I said, I hope everybody had a great week and a great weekend. I did. I was on vacation with my kiddos. We had a great time. It's good to be back though. It's always best to be back, you know, sleeping in your own bed and all of that, because I don't know. Some places I could sleep well, some places not so much. But anywho, if you're new here, welcome. This is your weekly Tarotscope. This is where we come together to find out what's coming up for us in the week ahead, okay? Because when we know what is possible, we tend to excel more, right? Whenever we know if there's something like really supportive coming up, we're like, oh, I'm definitely going to do it today. I'm definitely going to go for that intuitive hit, right? But when we see something that is potentially like negative or kind of holding us back, we can work through it, or we can acknowledge it, and we don't see it as the universe, you know, punishing us. We just see it as, you know what, this was potential today, and that's okay, okay? So this is why we get together to go through our Tarotscope. So if you haven't been here before, welcome in. Feel free to sit back, relax, ask questions if you want. This is a collective reading. These are not personal readings. But you can ask questions about tarot, spirituality, numerology, life and relationships, all the stuff, okay? Don't mind. But have fun, okay? This is where we connect. The more you come to these sessions, the more they're going to ring true for you, okay? Because our energy is growing stronger and stronger together, okay? So, made it home from surgery just in time. Oh goodness, well I hope it went well. I mean, I guess if you're on on the live, it went well. Okay, so let's go ahead and balance out our heart chakra for the week, okay? This bowl is attuned to the frequency of our heart chakra. All you do is you just listen, take nice deep breaths, relax your shoulders, relax your jaw, and just take this time just to breathe, okay? And just like spend it in your own space. It only lasts a few seconds. So take these few seconds for yourself, all right? Here we go. Nice deep breaths. Now let's all collectively take one super deep breath in. Fill up your lungs, expand your rib cage, pick up all the heaviness that's in your chest, and let's breathe it out. Let it go. It feels so good to do that. Good morning, good morning. Okay, so let's get first our fairy blessing. This is our overall blessing for the week ahead, and then y'all are going to pick the tarot deck that we use, and we'll see what's coming up for us. And after that, we're going to grab more oracle cards, okay? Good morning. So let's see, what is our fairy blessing for this week? You can focus on this oracle deck and ask the same question. What is our fairy blessing for this week? What is our fairy blessing for this week? A blessing of, it looks like elf locks. Interesting. Number 16. I honestly, excuse me. Goodness. Let me get a drink right quick. Something got in my throat. Okay, I don't know if in all the years that I've had this deck, I don't know if I've ever pulled this card. So this will be exciting to figure out what this means for us throughout the week. Okay, it's number 16. So 1 is the self, 1 is creation, and it's initiation. It's also God source energy. 6 is, it's like connected to family, it's nurturing, it's symmetry, it's all that ooey gooey stuff. That's what it feels like to me. When we bring it together, it is 7. 7 is a very spiritual number. So let's see what we need to know. So your fairy blessing for the week is a fairy gift to help you sense their presence and detect their signs. The gift of elf locks is the gift of the fairy's presence being made known in your life. In days gone by, children who awoke with tangled hair from dreams of fairies were said to have been visited by the fae in their sleep, their hair tangled by the fairies themselves. And horses in the field who'd been ridden by the fae at night would be found with mysterious plaits and locks tangled with flowers. The blessing of the elf locks, therefore, is the gift of the fairy's presence made tangible in your life. This could take a form of a small gift or offerings from the fae, or the appearance and disappearance of small objects in your home. If you have invited the fairy into the home, you have to invite them in, right? It is often said that the fairies steal objects or play tricks, but I find this is rarely so. It is more that an object requires cleansing and will be returned to you when it's clear once again, or its work has been done and in other realms. So like they take it because you don't need it anymore. It is more than an object. Sorry, I skipped behind. So to be blessed in this way is to have evidence of their presence, to know for sure that they are here with you and within the world. And once experienced, they can no longer be denied or dismissed as a fantasy. And when we have that experience, we are forever changed, for we now know that what may think of as unreal, and as true as real sunshine. So what it's saying is you're going to have some sort of undeniable sign this week of fairy presence, the universe's presence. There's something here that you're not going to be able to deny, right? So it's like, look for the miracles, welcome the synchronicities, welcome the signs from the universe to let you know that, yeah, they really are here. They really are helping you. They really do have your back, and ask and you shall receive, right? So that's in essence what it's saying. So don't be afraid if you have a sign, don't be afraid if something goes missing. Ask the universe, say, hey, if this belongs to me, please return it. And then boom, you'll find it. If I'm trying to find something, I always ask the universe, can you please help me find? And I list exactly what it is. And then I let my mind go, and then boom, it never fails. It always appears in my mind. Oh, that's where it is. Okay, so be on the lookout this week for undeniable signs that the universe, the fae, whatever you choose to believe, is around you and they are helping you. Okay, I think that's kind of exciting, don't you? I like that. Okay, so let's choose our tarot deck. Let's see, we have deck number 1, the Light Seers Tarot, or deck number 2, the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot. Choose only once in the comments. Put your vote in the comments. Please only do it one time so we can keep track of which one wins, because I'm looking at TikTok and YouTube. So deck 1 or deck 2? Deck 1, deck 2. And while you're voting, I just wanted to remind you that the enrollment for 2026 for the Quantum Master Academy is still open. There are still spots available. So if you have not heard about it, you can go to the link in my bio and read all about it and decide if that aligns with you. Okay, we begin in 2026. However, you can jump in now and start taking my tarot apprenticeship module. Okay, deck 1 or 2. Okay, who's winning? Because it looks kind of mixed. It's tied right now. What about on YouTube? I figured this would be a close one. Twos have it on YouTube. So this is 1 and this is 2, the traditional tarot deck. So it's tied again. Now it's twos. Now it's tied again. Okay. Y'all are going to make this hard. YouTube, does anybody else have a vote? Because I know twos are using it. So I think twos got it, honestly, because two are the tiebreaker on YouTube. All right, so traditional tarot it is. Like I said before, this is a collective reading. What we're going to do is we're going to find out what is coming up for us each day of the week, Monday through Sunday, okay? After this, we're going to pull oracle cards to get even more messages. So stick around. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Again, these are not personal readings. This is a collective reading. If you need a personal reading, everything is linked in my bio. YouTube is linked in the description, okay? But if you have questions about tarot, numerology, spirituality, all those things, I would be happy to answer them, okay? We're here to connect. All right, so let's find out what is coming up for us each day this week. I'm going to pull one card for each day. Let's see. Okay, for today, we got the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, this is a great day. So this might be, you know, this reminded me of our little blessing here. It might be that you start to, this is kind of off the cuff. It's kind of like you're going to start to see little things around you, like little, oh, that's where that is. Or, oh, these little gifts here and there. Like you might find pennies on the ground or something bigger on the ground, okay? Also, this is a great day to look at your investments, to figure out, you know, what do I want my legacy to be? What do I want the story of my life to be? Okay? It's a good day to spend with family. It's a good day to invest in something that is going to give you long-term results. Okay? Because the Ten of Pentacles is like money that has been growing. So you might receive a good day to play the lottery if you play the lottery, but I don't condone like gambling addictions and stuff like that. But yeah, this is big money. This is legacy. This is all the things. So if you're not receiving a payout, right, then it would be you looking at what your investments are. How are you investing your time and your energy? What are you leaving the world with after you leave this plane? You know, it doesn't have to be just about money. It's about what do you want to add or contribute to the universe, okay? It's your birthday? Oh, happy birthday. I found a penny in the pool yesterday. See, there you go, Amy. You're already ahead. Okay. So also with that being number 10, you know, 9 is completion. 10 is like the energy in between completion and beginnings, right? It's kind of like connected to the Wheel of Fortune, like where something turns in your favor. So this is really good energy today. Okay, let's look at tomorrow. Tomorrow we have the Four of Cups in reverse. Now, this could indicate one of two things for you, okay? Because it depends on where you are in life and what's going on for you that day. So I'm going to give you both ways that this can play out, okay? So there could be something that you were offered tomorrow and you're not really feeling it. So you've turned down the offer, okay? It can also indicate that you finally see, remember how I was talking about these little fairy gifts and blessings that you want to be on the lookout all week? You might receive one of those tomorrow, okay? Because you see this person here, they're looking down at those 3 cups and they're kind of frustrated. Let me put this deck down. So they're kind of frustrated, which is why they have their arms crossed. They're closed off, they're frustrated, they're just not very happy. Even though these 3 cups are still standing upright, they're just like, you know what, I mean, whatever. They need to open up. They need to look up because the universe is trying to bring them something, right? They're like, hey, here is more stability, more fulfillment, happiness, joy, healing, whatever it is that you've been looking for. The universe is trying to give it to them, but they're just too busy looking at those 3 cups down there, right? They're closed off. So when this is in reverse, it can indicate that the person finally looks up and they get this gift, okay? So this is the universe telling you like, hey, be on the lookout. Be aware that anything can happen tomorrow. You could be surprised with something tomorrow that is very fulfilling, but make sure that it aligns with you. If it doesn't, if somebody's just coming and like trying to, I don't know, get you into something or whatever, and you're like, yeah, no, I'm not feeling that, right? Because we want to make sure that whatever is presented to us is what is in alignment with us in our journey on a soul mission, not, this society built ideal of life. Does that make sense? So be on the lookout tomorrow for these blessings showing up, okay? Because it doesn't have to be something grand. It could be something small. It could be a few small things. It could be something big, right? So be on the lookout. Can I do yes or no tarot questions with my deck? No. Tarot is not meant for yes or no. Tarot is more intricate. It's more detailed than that. Life is not black and white, and neither is tarot. So no, you do not want to try to do yes or no questions. All right, let's look at Wednesday. Wednesday, we have the 8 of Pentacles. So we've got Pentacles showing up the most this week so far, okay? Now, when we see this on Wednesday is a good day to work on yourself, to work on a project that you are in charge of, okay? Because this is the entrepreneur card, okay? This is somebody working on their craft and putting it on display for them to sell or to present to the world or whatever it may be, okay? This could also indicate you're working on yourself to present to the world, this is who I am. This is my reality, not who I was programmed to be, okay? So it's a good day to work on a project because whatever you work on Wednesday is going to bring really good returns because it's number 8. 8 is that karmic number. So it's like whatever you're putting out, you're going to get back, right? So if you're putting out good things, and you could be that good thing, if you're putting that out there, you get goodness in return. Make sense? All right, let's look at Thursday. Thursday, we have the King of Wands. Not bad, you guys. So far, so good. Okay, so the King of Wands is about taking action on something, like seeing what needs to be done, following that intuition, wielding your magic wand, and doing what is necessary. Like you are making things happen because the masculine energy is about taking action, right? Feminine energy is about receiving. So you could have received something here, right? The cups are feminine energy. You could have received something here. You start working on it here, then you have an opportunity to take action on something. It also could indicate that there might be somebody that you come into contact with on Thursday that is able to help you to take action on something. Does that make sense? I mean, even so, there might be somebody that you meet on Thursday that you're interested in because this guy's very attractive. Okay, he's energetic, he's fiery, he's attractive, he's all those things. So, if you're looking for love, then you might meet them when you're out and about, but you have to take action to get out there and actually meet somebody, right? We don't want to meet people on the apps, you guys. I'm not a fan of the apps because you need to be able to feel the person's energy. You need to be able to see their mannerisms, hear what they have to say. Like you need to connect with them in person first because that's going to tell you everything that you need to know if you're paying attention, okay? So anywho, yeah. Follow your intuition, follow your own guidance. And I like the fact that, I know you can't see it here. Let me see if I can show you this. Okay, because this is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Look at, when he's sitting on the desk, he's actually looking this way towards the other cards. I know it's backwards for y'all. But when he's looking back at the week behind him, okay, and he's looking at everything that has happened here, and he's like, yeah, I'm pretty freaking proud of that. And I did that. I'm taking action on what is for my highest good, my family's highest good. I'm doing all those things, okay? So either it's going to be you or it's going to be somebody that comes in to help you. It's a masculine energy, okay? Make sure I'm not missing anything. Okay, so let's look at Friday. Let me move this back down again. Okay, Friday we have the 3 of Swords in reverse. I'm so glad this is in reverse because when the 3 of Swords is in reverse, it talks about we're getting rid of what was causing us pain, what was causing us distraction or distress, or what felt like a gloomy day is now going to clear up. So if you are doing the things that we're seeing in Monday through Thursday, okay, if you're taking action, if you're looking at your legacy and investing in something that's going to bring you long-term results, if you are, looking up and finding the opportunities, finding the gifts that the universe is bringing you, if you're working on your project, your craft, your business, whatever this is, yourself, and if you're taking action, then all of this falls away, okay? This is a minor arcana, right? The rest of these are minor arcana. So this is telling you, like, whatever distractions, whatever interference you may deal with on Friday, don't worry about it because it's going to fall away shortly. Not a big deal, okay? This is you deciding to step away from what is distracting you, from what is holding you back, deciding that, you know what, I'm not going to let past pains hold me back. I'm not going to let any of these things that are from my past keep me from my legacy, keep me from my future, okay? And that's where you start making those boss moves, those life-changing moves, okay? So let's look at Saturday. Saturday, speaking of boss moves, we have the Emperor. Not bad. So when we're looking at this as an energy for Saturday, this is like you are the boss of your day, okay? You are making big, bold moves for yourself. It could also indicate maybe if you have a spouse, if you're a woman has a husband, or if you have a masculine partner, whatever this is, like they're making big bold moves in a good way because he's direct, okay, for the collective, okay, for your family, for whoever, okay? But if we're looking at it for you, then you are making these boss moves. You're creating your own empire, right? Now, collectively, this can also indicate that, maybe we see something that happens collectively on a grander scale. This can represent the government, right? Where somebody makes a move and they're direct, and so this is for the greater good. Now, I know everybody has their own opinions. We don't get political here, but I'm just saying that's what the cards represent, okay? So you do what you feel is right for you. This is from a balanced place. This is from a structured place. Okay, logical place, you can say, not always, but we bring in the feminine aspect because he is balanced with masculine and feminine energy. So he's not just doing it from what he sees, he's also doing things from what he feels. So this can definitely be you. You can also indicate, it can also indicate that you come across somebody who is very helpful. Like, let's say if you're wanting to start a business or you're wanting to learn something, whatever, this person can help show the way because they've done it. Does that make sense? Hey, Miss Jamie. The fairy blessing is the the blessing of elf locks. It's little gifts, little signs that you see from the universe that they are here. Okay, let's look at Sunday. Okay, Sunday we have the King of Pentacles in reverse. Didn't we have that last weekend? King of Pentacles in reverse on Sunday. Can y'all remind me? Yeah, I thought so. Okay. So when we have the King of Pentacles in reverse, this can indicate that there may be, there may be a feeling, number one, I feel like it could be a feeling of exhaustion, okay? Because the pentacles don't just represent money, they represent the physical, okay? It could be the physical body. It could be a financial situation. So not the best day to spend money on Sunday, okay? Sunday is supposed to be the day of rest, right? Where we rest and recoup. The King of Pentacles, typically he's very structured, he's very grounded, he's all these things, but on Sunday, he's not so much, okay? He's kind of like, maybe he's tired, so he's in a mood, or maybe his focus is on the wrong thing, okay? So you could be the person who is focusing on just the material aspects of your day-to-day or your life, or you're dealing with somebody who is highly focused on material things like money and possessions and all that stuff. You're like, you know what? I'm not dealing with you today. Okay? So I would really, my all-around advice for Sunday would be to like take a day of rest. Like, we're not dealing with any BS. We're just allowing our body to rest. We've done a lot of work throughout the week, especially Saturday, and I'm not dealing with anything on Sunday. But if you have to, I would just watch what you're spending Don't get stuck into the societal trap of, oh, you need this to be taken seriously, or you need this, you need to wear this or hold this or have this or drive this to be, you know, seen as worthy of being on this planet, because it's stupid, right? He's ruled by Venus, and Venus loves luxury, and Venus wants all the creature comforts and all the things, but when it's in reverse, it's looking at it materially. Okay? It's greed. It is putting your money, like spending more money than you have coming in, like more going out than coming in. Okay? So just be aware on Sunday. Just take a day of rest. Just chill. Okay? Don't go crazy. All right. So, not a bad week, honestly. I mean, it's pretty strong, pretty energetic, all those things. So that's good. All right, let's get some oracle and see what else we need to know. Let's see. Right? Spending all that money right after payday, right? Yeah. Don't do it. Okay, let's see. And if there's anything that needs to be repaired, anything physical that needs to be repaired, Wednesday is a great day to do that. Friday is a good day. Like if you're not feeling that great, it's a good day to rest and recover. But like try to remove any distractions on Friday. Okay, if you have something coming up and it's becoming an emotional issue, or it's a bad memory from the past, something like that, clear it out, let it go, okay? Because it's only holding you back. We have Jupiter conjunct the Sun, making for a lucky day on Tuesday, followed by the new moon on Wednesday. Perfect, because today we have the 10 of Pentacles, and tomorrow we have the 4 of Cups in reverse. So I like that. I like it. And then you said the new moon's on Wednesday. So we have the 8 of Pentacles. So what are new moons, right? New moons are where we start to plant those seeds, right? Remember how I said whatever you work on Wednesday will bring great returns? There you go. Yeah, all in Cancer season. Yep. And we just had the summer solstice. All good thing. Ooh, look at that. This is a really good card, you guys. Victory. I'll show YouTube. Number 28, TikTok. So I'm going to read this to you because I love this card. Excuse me. Success and achievement, if I just pick up one card. This card shows a beautiful spirit holding a golden victory wreath in acknowledgement of your achievement. Success is on its way, and you have a sense of pride in what you've worked to accomplish. The achievement may be a greater outer success, or it may be a deep inner change that you've been exerting a lot of effort toward. Enjoy this sense of accomplishment, but be careful not to rest upon your laurels. People expect outer triumph to bring great changes, but often there still may be inner work to do. Let yourself be open to victory on every level now. So remember, we were talking about this, right? Because I said we have legacy type of energy today, okay? It's like getting a massive payout, investing in your future. There's something big here, okay? This is big money, big legacy. And then here we have that gift coming in, but you have to look up. You're never going to receive or see things that the universe is providing you if you don't pay attention. There has to be a healthy balance here. You know, there are people that go into psychosis because they think that every single thing that happens in their life is a sign. They are constantly looking, trying to force things into being signs and synchronicities, and it's not. No. You have to understand that the universe, when it's giving you a sign, it's going to be something undeniable. It's going to be something that is out of the ordinary, okay? So if you're driving down the road and you're looking for a number of synchronicities, you're going to find them. That's your reticular activated system, okay? So we have to balance logic and spiritual in the same essence. You know, we have to balance it out, because that way we don't go too far to one side or the other, right? So this is telling you, like, you have victory. The universe is ready to bless you with great things, but you have to be open to it. You have to open yourself up. Remember how I told you this person is sitting cross-armed. That is literally closing your energy off. You have to open yourself up to receive this gift. Okay? Good, Amy. I know, we just got home from vacation yesterday, and every time I do that, I'm always like, okay, I want to clean more stuff out. It's so good for me to like, okay, I want to purge some more things because, you know, you realize when you go out, this is the importance of going on vacations, like going and exploring new places, getting away for a bit because you need a new perspective. You need to get out of your environment, okay? Break yourself out of that box and go explore and go have a new experience so you can have a new perspective or you can come back to your balanced state. Does that make sense? Because if you were doing the same thing over and over and over again and you're staying in the same environment, your brain is literally programmed that this is all there is. Okay? And your misery starts accumulating in the form of stuff or weight or just like internal stuff. Right? So when you go and you explore and you take vacations, you take those breaks, you are giving your body and your soul and your mind like free reign. Okay? That's why it's so important to go explore. And I know it's not always the easiest thing to do, but even if you just get away for a weekend or, you know, take a little road trip, something to get out of that humdrum hamster wheel that we talk about all the time, you will have a greater perspective on your life. You will want to get rid of all the clutter because the clutter represents your mind, right? And it's so beneficial for you, okay? So do it if you can. Yeah, good reset, yeah. All right, let's see what else. And it also, you know, if you have things lying around your space that you're not like in love with or it brings you bad memories, like it's connected to negative energy, you need to get rid of that. That way the universe, it creates a vacuum for something better, something more aligned to come in for you. For example, when I went through a breakup several years ago, we were living together and everything, and I immediately got rid of the bed and all kinds of things because I was like, no, we're not keeping that negative energy here. So, you want to do things like that. All right, let's see. What else? Good, Amy. Good for you. Okay, we have dry desert and reverse. So let's find out what that wants to say for us. It's number 31. If you're just learning tarot and oracle, you can read all the oracle books. They're great. They give you great readings because oracle is more like what you see is what you get, okay? Tarot, you need to memorize, and it takes a while to be able to learn tarot because it's so intricate, you know, direct and reverse, pairing them with other cards, looking at them in different ways. I mean, there's so much to tarot that you do need to memorize that, okay? But let's see what dry desert has to say. The subject of your inquiry is barren and can't give you anything right now. No matter how beautiful and seductive the shimmering glow of a mirage, this is an illusion. When the dry desert card is reversed, it's a warning not to be hypnotized into thinking you will achieve your desire. This well is empty. Consider the gift here, though. Know that whilst this is not the right place, person, or circumstance for you at the moment, it means that something much better, more fulfilling, and life-sustaining is coming. Celebrate the warning and be grateful. So this makes a lot of sense because here we were talking about what is your legacy? What do you want to experience and leave the universe, okay? When we have this energy here as well, we're letting go of that past, that dry desert. Okay, so whatever we've been trying to like make happen, we're trying to force it, or we're thinking that's all there is. The universe is like, no, that is not it. Something better is coming. But you have to open yourself up to it because the victory card is saying, If you are open, then you will get it. You will see it. You will achieve it. But not if you're constantly looking at a dry desert, trying to make things that aren't meant for you be for you. Do you get it? If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments. Let's see what else. Dry desert was 31. Yeah, square pegs, round holes. I like that. Oh, okay. There's that one. We got fast progress. Move forward with swift precision and do what must be done now. Charge ahead. Embrace courage and determination, forging your path with confidence and readiness to overcome obstacles. I mean, you saw that one flip over in my hand. We don't do the flying cards here. We don't do all that stuff. So when one flips over in your hand, you know it's meant to be seen. Okay? That's how you know. Not the magician tricks tarot that you see all over social media. That is not real tarot, you guys, okay? If you're new here, I will teach you. But tarot and oracle are meant to be shuffled like calmly, like you saw me doing. And when it flips over like that, that's how you know, hey, that card is like, look at me. All right? So it's telling you, fast progress, charge ahead. That's why it's saying, like, whatever you're investing in, whatever you're putting your time in, you will see the fruits of that labor. You will see the, the cornucopia, victory, all those good things. So I like it. You know what? We haven't used this one in a while, so let's use this one. Let's see. Oh, well, Patty, yeah, it's a good time to get that done. What else do we need to know this week? There's lots of yellow showing up. Yellow and blue, mostly yellow, like yellow and gold. So gold is obviously connected to money, but it's also masculine energy. Yellow is your intuition. It's also connected to happiness and joy and success, okay? Blue is a very healing color, as I say number. It's a very healing color, but it's also connected to the throat chakra. So it's telling you, whatever you are saying about yourself, whatever you're saying about your life and your journey and the people around you, you are creating that reality. You are making that real and solidified into your reality. So if you don't like it, stop saying it. Ooh, celestial assistance, angelic messages, guidance, and enlightenment. Isn't that interesting how we've had at least 3 messages stating that you are receiving assistance this week? I mean, you can't make this stuff up, right? The cards are confirming each other. So this is telling you, pay attention. Whatever you need help with, they are so willing to help, but you have to ask. They can't just interfere. Now, they can't do everything for you. You cannot bypass the human things of life, okay? Let's be real about that, okay? You're gonna have people that tell you, oh, life hacks and shadow work hacks and all this other stuff, hacks. You cannot hack your way through. You cannot fool the universe. You can't bypass what you came here to do. You have to do the actual work, okay? And the universe will bring you tools and people and energy to help you, okay? They will not do it for you. They will help you. But you have to do the majority of the work. Don't be lazy. Don't be greedy or entitled. Let's see. What else do we need to know? I have this one. This one I did. This one's only meant to be read direct, not reversed, and I accidentally mixed them all up. So this is why you saw me flip the card, because it is only supposed to be direct. Ooh, we got truth. Look at that. That's exactly what I was saying. Because look, they're holding like what looks like a crystal ball, right? So what I like about this card is, number one, your life is your personal truth. I know that makes some people mad. It used to make me mad when I was, before I went through my awakening. I was like, no, this happened to me. You know, everybody's keeping me down, blah, blah, blah. That was my sob story, right? But I'm a single mom and all this other crap, right? Well, it's because I kept affirming that was my truth. That was my life. So this is telling you that your life is reflecting back to you, because that is what you're putting out there. That's what I was saying earlier. Like whatever you're speaking and saying and thinking, you are solidifying that into your reality. Okay. However, this is telling you that the universe can also show you a better truth, because the crystal ball can see beyond, right? It's called scrying. You can see beyond, you can see the truth. You can see that the universe is actually so freaking magical, and they can help you. They can reveal messages. That's why the crystal ball, it reveals things to you, right? But you have to be willing to see it. That's why the universe is telling you, we'll bring you things, we will help you, we will guide you, but you have to be willing to see it. And this is number 50. 5 is pivot. 5 is change. Okay? 0, we can see that connected to the Fool, a new adventure, curiosity, innocence, going on to some new path that can be really magical. I love that card. Let's see. Let's get our spirit animal. Is this making sense? That deck is the soul coaching deck. Oh, we got dog friend. Isn't that cute? I'll read it to you. Today, I will love without condition. My energy and enthusiasm are an inspiration. I choose to be happy. I am a protector and friend. So, there might be, you can embody this energy 100%. It's always great to embody this energy, right? Choose to be happy. Be the protector and the friend, right? But you can also, some of y'all might be getting a new puppy, or you might just be, loving on your puppies more, right? Or you might have a great connection with a friend. Okay, that's what I'm saying. There might be somebody that comes in and helps you this week. It could be a friend, but really good, sweet, loyal energy. And it could also be representing the universe, because dogs, we see them as loyal, we see them as loving. Some people choose to see them as scary, but that's all in their own past and brain wiring. But we typically see them as loyal companions. As a lot of people say, we don't deserve dogs because they're so loving, and they're just great animals. And so we can see the universe as that energy too. The universe is that loving companion. It is, you might have a dream of a pet that has passed. Okay, but the universe is always there, always willing to help, always protecting and guiding you. So, yeah. Yeah, unconditional love. Yeah, the universe is always showing us that. I love my friends' puppies. I love upon them when I see them. I love it. Good morning. Good morning, Miss Gina. All right, what else do we need to know about this week? We have fruition, harvest moon, you guys. Really positive energy this week. for the majority, except for Sunday. Like I said, Sunday, take your day of rest. Take the day off to just, you know, do whatever you need to do around the house, rest, whatever, okay? But here we have fruition, number 37. So this is another 10 that we're seeing come up. So what is 3? 3 is creation. It is expression, it's communication, right? And I was telling you earlier, whatever you express about yourself, your life, the people around you, everything, you are solidifying that into your life, into your reality, okay? So speak about abundance, speak about peace and happiness and healing, okay? Speak positively about yourself, your life, the people around you. And if you have negative people around you, get rid of them. So, I mean, I'm sorry, it sounds kind of crappy, but I mean, seriously, like how much longer are you going to keep somebody around you that you know is toxic? Enjoy the people that are positive, that are moving forward, that are uplifting. Get away from the toxic people. You don't have time for that. If you see any successful person in this entire world, they do not waste their time on people that are roadblocks, negativity, all of that. They just don't. Okay? Oh, I'm so glad, Natalie. Thank you. She said, I just came across this because it was recommended and I've never had a reading before, but this is really speaking to me today. Good. You're so very welcome. I'm glad. So yeah, there we have fruition. And number 7, there's that spiritual number again, okay? 7 is a very psychic number. It's connected to spirituality. It's like being able to speak things into existence, okay? Creating your reality. What do you want your reality to be? Stop talking negatively about yourself. Let's see what our crystal is of the week. Now this deck you can only get through TikTok, through the link in my bio, and YouTube. It's linked in the description, okay? You cannot find this anywhere else except for that link, okay? Because this was created by the beautiful Denise. And it's your crystal oracle deck. So I love it. It's pretty and shiny. So let's find out what our crystal of the week is. Ooh, lava stone. Look at that. I love the imagery. So pretty. That's Miss Denise right there. Looking all fiery. Okay. Grounding, protection, and stability. Lava stone grounds your energy, connecting you to the earth's stabilizing strength and resilience. Embrace its calming vibrations to release stress, find balance, and ignite the courage to overcome life's challenges. So, like I've told you before, if you have this deck, but you don't have like the stone that comes up, you can use that card that embodies the energy of that stone. So if you don't want to go buy a lava stone, you can have this card on your desk, on your nightstand, wherever you're going to see it, because it puts out that energy, okay? Anytime we have a representation of something on a card, just like tarot, it holds energy, it holds a frequency, okay? So there's also more in the book that you can read about the stone and get even more information, okay? Like I said, this can only be found through the link in my bio or on YouTube. It's linked in the description. It's also linked in my bio as well, but it's easier probably to go to the description. So there you go. I like that. So we're seeing a lot of energy about, or readings about taking action and getting to work. And the lava stone is like, hey, we're going to give you that support and that grounding type of energy. And it's like giving you the energy that you need to get accomplished whatever you need to accomplish. Let's see. Anybody want to guess what's going to come out in this deck? Hey, bestie. Let's see what comes out in this deck. The stone was lava stone. What do we need to know this week? What is our card for this week? Let's see, let's see, let's see. Oh, well, we got child. Look at that. So this can indicate a couple of things. So when child shows up, it can talk about connecting to your inner child, right? What would your inner child want? And I was telling somebody just the other day that, you know, the person that you are, like for me, we were talking about it in class, I think it was, or maybe in our, when Elias was in our tribe. I was talking about, you know, how I became the person that I needed when I was a kid because I was always asking why. I wanted to know why things were the way they were. How did things work? I wanted to understand, number one, how humans tick and what made them think the way they do, how the universe works, and I knew there was more than what we could see, right? So as an adult, I became that person that, you know, researches all that stuff, that learned all about it, and now teaches it to people that want to know why, right? So are you the adult that your inner child needs? Okay. Also, you might be connecting to your children more this week. They might need a little bit more love and guidance this week. And also, it's telling you, don't forget to use your imagination. Don't forget to play. Don't forget to dream big. Because remember, when you were a kid, like, you didn't have any limitations. You were like, no, I dream of unicorns and all kinds of stuff, right? So dream big, have fun, right? Because we have number 18. It looks like 81, which is funny because that's my birth year. But it's number 18. So again, the self, creation, initiation, God source energy. 8 is that karmic energy. Whatever you're putting out there is coming back. It doesn't matter if you're playing around. It doesn't matter if you're being serious. Whatever you're putting out there is coming back to you. Okay, so it's telling you to dream big and believe in miracles, believe in the magic of the universe, and you're going to see it. I mean, we teach that to our children, especially around like Christmas time and all that. Why would we do that and not believe it? It is real. Domingo, you're gross. Okay. What is our money message for this week? What is our money message for this week? I mean, we've already got quite a bit, but what specifically is our money message for this week? Let's see. There we go. We got leadership, which is perfect because we have the King of Wands and we have the Emperor showing up. But we also have the 10 of Pentacles for today. Okay, let me show you this right quick and then I'll read the 3 things for you. So on the 10 of Pentacles, you see this elderly person here. This is the person who has amassed this great fortune, who is leaving a legacy, right? They are the matriarch or the patriarch or the family. Okay, so you are the matriarch or the patriarch of your own life and of your family. Like, I'm the matriarch of my little family. Okay, so this is you deciding what you are investing in. How are you leaving your legacy? Like, what are people going to remember about you? And it's not that you need to stress about it, but like, are you being the person that you have always wanted to be? Okay, if not, then you got to make some changes. But let's see what this says. It's time to step up into the leadership role in your own life. Number 2, you can expect to succeed in any leadership positions. And number 3, your finances will greatly improve once you accept and step into your power. That is so freaking true. And this is what I teach all of my clients, all my students. Once you step into that leadership role and you stop with the self-sabotage and the self-deprecation and all the other stuff, right? Imposter syndrome, all that. Once you get out of that and you stop letting that rule your life, you will see movement like you have never had before. It is so freaking true because I have lived it. And I know of others, many others who have lived it. Okay? So stop messing around. You don't have time to waste. Let's see. Is there anything else besides the rebel that wants to speak? Hang on, let me get a drink. We still got a little bit of time. Yeah, Denise can affirm that too. She finally stepped into her power and her leadership role. Yes, I'm sorry, hang on. It says, just as children, we believed in that magic. We can still believe it as adults. Yes. And see the magic right in our face with the elf's blessing. Yep. Please believe her, ladies. I have lived it. Aw, and I'm living it right now. Marlo's taken massive steps. I have changed my whole life. Thought I couldn't live alone and support myself. I am thriving. Yes, you are. See, you can do it. I promise you. And I'm one of those people, I've got so much stubbornness. I'm not tuning my own horn. Hang on, I gotta verify myself. What I was going to say is I've got so much stubbornness and determination that I lend that out to my clients, to my tribe, to my students, all of that. I'm like, no, I'll hold that space for you. Like, I'm going to see that happen for you and I'm going to help you. But then you have to take the steps, right? And when you take the steps, you start to see that it's reality. So yeah, that's my gift to the world is all the fire that I possess, I lend it out. And I'm like, here, I will hold space for you. That's why I have, the private coaching. That's why I have the Quantum Mastery Academy. That's why I have the tribe, because it's like, I have so much to give that I'll help you, but you do have to take the steps. You have to actually do something. Oh, you're sweet. Thank you. Yes, your biggest challenge was you. Let's see. What else do we need to know this week? Domingo, he says she is stubborn. Yes, I am. But it works. It works. I get what I want. Look at that. We have the golden egg. This says fertility, which means something is growing for you, okay? You are ripe with abundance. The energy is ripe with abundance, right? New life emerging. The potential within. Change is around the corner, okay? But nothing's going to change if you don't change, okay? You could come here every single day and listen to the same message, but if you don't start making changes, nothing will change in your life, okay? You have to do it. I can lead you to the water, but I cannot make you drink. Everybody has a third eye. Okay, let's see. Let's do the Rebel deck. You know what? Nope, this one deck is like, don't forget about me. Hang on. Let's pull one from this one. All right. Yeah, more gold. This deck is called the Truth deck. It's like your bestie that will speak the truth. So let's see. What do we need to know this week? And then we'll get the Rebel deck. So we'll get 2 kicks in the butt in a row. Ah, there we go. This is another one that I accidentally blended reverse and direct. Assert yourself. You decide to make the change and the universe will help you. But you have to assert yourself. You got to do the damn thing. Because if you don't, then you're going to get the same damn thing. Make sense? I think I've pulled about 30 cards out here. Now let's get the Rebel deck. This one will hurt your feelings sometimes, so if you're sensitive, scroll away. If you're sensitive, you probably already scrolled away. Yes, do something different to get something new. Now, if I knew what that thing was, hey, explore, okay? The best thing you can do if you're wanting change in your life is to get to know yourself more. You want to know your energetic blueprint. You want to know at least your big three in your astrology, at least. You want to know your numerology, your human design, all those things. Like if you don't know anything about yourself, then you're going to feel lost and confused. So I would highly recommend getting your energetic blueprint in that aspect. So yeah. All right, let's find out what our rebel message is this week. But then once you know your energetic blueprint, start embodying it, and you're going to see massive change. Let's see. Ooh, says you are being shady. Watch out, shit could get ugly. Remember how I said what you're speaking, what you're thinking, all of that stuff is going to create and solidify that into your reality. So it's telling you, if you're being shady, you better watch out because it's going to get ugly. Okay? The more you talk negatively about yourself, your life, the people around you, your career, money, health, all those things, the more you're going to see it as confirmation. So stop. Why would you do that to yourself? Why do we do that to ourselves? You know why? Because we've been programmed to do that. But you can deprogram yourself and shift everything. And if you need help, get into my tribe. I'm right there to help you, okay? If you want to learn how to do what I do, get into the Quantum Master Academy. Start learning today. And then we're officially going to kick off together January 6th, but you don't have to wait until January 6th, okay? If you get in now, you get an additional bonus of my universal blueprint to six-figure success. I did a whole 2-day workshop on that, and you get all of that information, okay? So do something. Do something. Stop sitting on your thumbs and expecting your world to change. It's not going to work that way. Okay? There's no hacks. You just have to do the work. You have to get off your ass and do it. Okay? All right. I hope you all have a wonderful week. If you need anything, I'm always here. Everything is on TikTok, linked in my bio. YouTube is linked in my bio and in the description. Okay? You can get into the tribe. You can get into the Quantum Master Academy. It will start to move to application only soon. So make sure you get in there if you're wanting to jump in. If you have any questions about it all, just email me and I'm happy to answer them, okay? So I hope you all have a wonderful week. Don't forget, in the tribe, we have book club this Wednesday, okay? As well as QMA class tomorrow. So I hope you all have a great week, and I will see you back here next Monday morning, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. We'll look at the week ahead, and we'll keep going, all right? Love you all. I'll see you then.